Hello. I'm reviewing... Fuck. Going to review one movie only in this video again. Wait, scratch what I said. I'm reviewing this movie on Captain Marvel from 2019. I give it an 8 out of 10 for a guilty pleasure. I didn't really care about any of the characters a whole lot. But that's kind of the jizz for the standard Marvel formula for me. That's my standards for Marvel. I mean, that's my formulaic standards for Marvel. And this movie hits my standards for what I can expect a Marvel movie be a guilty pleasure. With idiotic, bland characters, and idiotic storytelling, and just a buttload of action for the sake of explosions. And that will be the driving force of the plot of the movie, the explosion action. All of this poor storytelling is just an excuse to see some action in a movie. And that's the whole promise of a lot of the Marvel movies in a nutshell, you know? They're not really focused on making a good movie just to get to the next... They're more focused on to get to the next phase of their phases, is what I felt like, you know? And, is Endgame really that much better than Captain Marvel? Honestly, I don't think so. Is Avengers Endgame a better movie than Captain Marvel? Yeah, but not by much. That's what I think. Avengers Endgame is a better movie than Captain Marvel, but not that much of a better movie. You're going to call me crazy, but or think I'm an idiot, but because I think the Wonder Woman movie was Gal Gadot from 2017 was personally a better movie than Endgame and Captain Marvel. The 2017 Wonder Woman movie also didn't overstate its welcome by making it more of a closer normal runtime. When Avengers Endgame is around 3 hours fucking too long. Sorry, those characters are not that great to get a 3-hour runtime. Which what they did was the characters, it was crap. A lot of it was, I thought. Like cringe crap. You know? Like, a lot of the movie made me cringe. But a lot of the movie was, like, a lot of the movie has some good ideas. Avengers Endgame. More so than Captain Marvel did. But does that make it a better movie? I'm not really sure. Which is a better movie? Which is a more tolerable movie? Captain Marvel or Avengers Endgame? Which is less boring? I don't know. But the point is, both overstayed their welcome, Avengers Endgame and Captain Marvel after certain points. I don't know, I found a lot of this, that's kind of why I give the Avengers Endgame, honestly, the same points I'm giving Captain Marvel, an 8 out of 10. I think Avengers Endgame was as good as Captain Marvel, okay? But Wonder Woman movie was a better movie than Avengers Endgame ever was in Captain Marvel. Because it doesn't... Here's the thing, it doesn't try to overstay its welcome on like Avengers Endgame, which is around 3 hours long. It's pushing it. And I believe if you're going to make something along, we got to make every one of those minutes, most of those minutes count. If I'm going to have to sit here for 3 hours, that's longer than the standard runtime for a movie, then you better make every one of those fucking minutes count. And I can't say Avengers Endgame did that, but it mostly did that, but make those minutes, kind of made those minutes, I don't want to know if, did it make those minutes count? More or less, yes. More or less, I'm not sure. But the point is, it's a good guilty pleasure Avengers Endgame, like Captain Marvel. That's why I give Captain Marvel from 2019 an 8 out of 10. For mediocre guilty pleasure standards. I mean, your standard guilty pleasure score it gets. Above average. It is. Is it above average? Yeah, but is it a guilty pleasure because it's an 8 out of 10? Yes. And it's 8 out of 10 is above average for me. And it's better than nothing. Which is a 7 out of 10 for me. Or lower. I don't know where this exactly, how does this fit into the MCU. I think it fits horribly in the MCU. And, but I think all the MCU I think a lot of them fit poorly in the timeline. I don't think any of these Marvel movies really feel like they go together. Like, narratively wise, or world building wise, you know? Like, each one feels like it's a rebooting, it just feels like it's changing, this, like, the whole MCU problem is, like, they like to change so many with their characters, and around with their characters to, well, get more money off of people, and, you know, when you do that so many times, it makes me, it makes me become less invested after a point. And this sees these movies nothing more than guilty pleasure, the movies that Marvel has whipped up with in their main timeline of Marvel Studios. And that's why I think Wonder Woman movie is a better movie than Captain Marvel. And a better movie than Avengers Endgame. And that's my review on Captain Marvel. The reason why I'm going to talk, I know I talked about Wonder Woman, compared Wonder Woman movie about a few times in this video. But that's because it's a better movie than Captain Marvel, and that deserves its own video. For another time. And, I give this Captain Marvel movie a guilty pleasure rating, an 8 out of 10, above average score. That's my review on Captain Marvel from 2019 movie by Marvel Studios. It's as good as Black Panther with Chadwick Boseman, I think. Slow pace, bland characters mixed with some annoying characters. Like Nick Fury, he was an annoying character. Yeah, Nick Fury plays the annoying, whiny, shithead character, comedic release. And Captain Marvel, a young Nick Fury. And we find out how he lost his eye. Because of a fucking alien cat scratched it. I guess, so. That's how he lost his eye. So, Nick Fury was just full of shit when he was saying that when he trusted somebody, he lost his eye due to trusting somebody. He was just saying and tooting his own horn, making himself greater than he is, when he was telling Steve Rogers don't trust anybody in the Captain America the Winter Soldier, and telling the tragic story of how he fucking lost his eye, his good eye. One good eye he lost. and he now can only see in one eye, Nick Fury, in the MCU, and that's how it starts this. I love it. This is so stupid. And when Coulson hears the news of how he might have lost his eye, this was a bullshit rumor. So he wanted to ask, like, Nick Fury, is it a rumor or not about how he lost his eye? And he basically says, I cannot confirm or deny that. So Nick Fury is one of those guys that's full of shit. So he's not a tough guy. He's just trying to, so he's just a guy that doesn't say anything. Pretty much. Okay, he's been reduced to that guy. That person that founded the Avengers in the first Marvel's Avenger movie and helped them come together by scamming the Avengers and thinking that Coulson had the Captain America train cars in his locker. I mean, on him, but not in his. But when they were really in his locker, only to guilt Captain America into saving the world and teaming up with the Avengers. That's how in the first Avengers movie they team up and come together through the sacrifice of Coulson that they barely knew. A guy that they barely knew died in the first Avengers. That makes them come together. I don't understand how that makes sense. I was thinking what made more sense if they just killed Nick Fury off and made the Avengers come together. Or something else that would have made sense. I just thought the whole premise was stupid in the first Avengers and how they came together. That was the worst part of that first Avengers movie. The dumbest story part of that Avengers movie was that part, Coulson's death, and the fact that brings the pack together, the Avengers, is just rotting my fucking brain. Expecting competent writing from these movies is when I stopped caring and expecting competent writing from these movies, and that was back in 2012. And the fact that Captain Marvel continues that same formula, incompetent writing, and Captain Marvel by completely butchering Nick Fury's character and saying that that's how he lost his eye from a yelling cat is fucking hilarious and up to my standards of how stupid I thought they were years ago back in 2012. After I saw the first Avengers movie. So I'm glad that the Captain Marvel movie delivers my standards of stupid, retarded fun. Overall, I give it 8 out of 10 for a guilty pleasure of a movie, Captain Marvel. Okay, so that's my review on Captain Marvel from 2019. I give it 8 out of 10. Goodbye. Before I go, subscribe by hitting the bell first, then hit the subscribe button in that order. Hit the subscribe button second in that order after hitting the bell, and that's how you get subscribed to my content, by hitting the bell first, then the subscribe button, and that's how you get subscribed. And hit the thumbs up on my video to like this content that I make, and check out my older videos, like those old videos, hit the thumbs up on the old videos when you get them around checking them out. And don't have to see them in specific order. My videos, my older ones, you can just binge watch them in any order, okay? See ya. Bye.